So it's Monday morning. I know how we do it on Monday morning. So we are here at our auto segment, and Jesse of Autosparkle Prestige this morning is here. Jesse, I love this your apron. I brought my own. Okay, but what does it say? Autosparkle Prestige.
Prestige, yeah.
Prestige. So this time I know it's not just you. The jobs they do is prestige. Okay, so we're doing paint correction here, right? So now I want you to take a look at this. I'm sure the cameras will zoom in quite a little bit at this particular car. We are going to do paint correction. But first of all, before we go on, what exactly is, what do you mean by paint correction?
Okay, so paint correction, you know, the meaning is kind of obvious. The paint has some imperfections.
Definitely.
And then what we do is to correct those imperfections.
Okay.
So such imperfections could be oxidation, like in this case. You can see that this bonnet looks dull.
Yes, it does.
This happens over time from the sun's rays. UV rays
exactly.
From the sun.
Exactly.
It makes the paint dull.
Okay.
It removes the gloss that came with the paint. You understand? And then there are some swirl marks. Swirl marks are like light scratches that you get from roadside car washes. You have that experience when you just buy your car newly, and within a short time it begins to fade out. You begin to see some roundish marks like that. So
exactly.
Things like that are corrected by paint correction.
Right now, even before these guys are even going to start, by the way, there's already difference, because now before we started, they've already started working. You can see a difference in both parts. I hope you can see it now. This one is, as in I can see it already. So how long does it take on average for a car before you start seeing the effects of this paint washing away? How long does it take?
There are some people that are very obsessed about having their cars washed. Okay, if you have a driver, you tell him that the car has to be clean every day. Okay. Not knowing that you're damaging the car, they just use any rag, use anything, they rub the dust, they rub the dirt against the paint. So those marks begin to come on in as early as possible. Even before the car leaves the car lot to your hands, the buyer.
Wow.
You get all this. I see all these car dealers on the roadside. They have these guys that come to wash the cars that are on display every day. Those things cause swirl marks even before the owner buys the car.
Man.
Yes.
Okay, so let's get to see a little bit. Okay, guys, let's see a little bit of that treatment now. Auto correction. That's what the guys are doing now. Because of the noise of it, of course, we'd have to chill a little bit and let's see how they get to do this. Okay, so let's see. Now, a question I want to ask is, if you've done this once, how often should one do such a kind of paint correction?
So it now depends on what you do. So what we do is, naturally for our paint correction packages, it comes with like 3 months wax sealant protection. But we have another treatment that lasts for 18 months that prevents all these other scratches. It's nano-ceramic coating. That helps to prevent minor scratches from developing, even if your driver has to clean the car every day. Those things don't get through to the paint.
Now let's drone. I need you to see this. The camera will zoom in now. You would see a very, very clear difference. A very clear difference.
And trust me, this is just the first level in this process. It's called compounding. Okay. So that deals with all the imperfections first.
Wow.
Then we go on to polish.
Wow.
After polishing, we then apply a ceramic wax sealant.
Wow.
You understand? So all those things at the different stages, you see different levels of gloss.
Wow.
This is the first level of gloss.
Okay, you know what's going to happen? While this is done, we'll also put up a video on social media at our handle at TVC Connect. We'll also tag them. You see it on their handle at Prestige.
My Autosparkle.
But you see that on their handle. We'll show you the difference, and that's what I'm going to do. By the time we're done, I'm going to show you the difference. This is wonderful. Now there's something you mentioned which it's already getting me worried. You said something about dry. Some people do this, and at times you don't want to put it on the car because you're trying to rush, and then you take your rag and you want to do this dry. You want to take up the dust and all of that. What's the effect of that? What are the side effects?
So it brings about all those swirl marks. Those swirl marks start developing. You begin to see those roundish marks. If
marks.
you look closely, even from a distance, the car might still look shiny, but you move closer and you begin to see those swirl marks. You understand?
Wow.
So those things are really dangerous. It makes you not enjoy the value of your investment.
All right, so this is it, man. These guys know what they're doing when it comes to prestige, cleaning, and all of that, man. Autosparkle, yeah. You want to mention
I want to mention something
Okay.
that we usually recommend this as opposed to just going ahead to respray your car.
Okay.
This helps you to retain the original paint that came with your car. When you see a car that's been resprayed, you will get to know.
Wow.
There's no way you will just know. You understand?
Thank you so much, Jesse. It's always, anytime I talk to this guy and we're doing auto segment, it's always something I get to learn. Hey, hit them up on social media at Prestige.
My
Autosparkle. We'll get to see the video that will be online. We'll take this break now, don't go nowhere. There's still our final SME to come right out.